Alright guys, we're back for another scary game since I finished, crap, what was it called? Among the Sleep. Since I finished Among the Sleep last week, I was reading not reading, I was watching a YouTube video this week about top 10 games that you should experience for the first time. And one of them was Sunless Sea. And I was like, I've got Sunless Sea in my library, which was in the back of my mind, thinking about whether I wanted to actually do it or not. And so today, I've decided I'm going to do it. Let me check this video settings resolution. Yeah, okay, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, so we're going to jump into Sunless Sea. I had a quick go of it just to see what the game plays like, and I really liked it. Have I turned my mic on? Am I talking to no one? Yeah, okay. And the other thing is, it's a very strange time for me to stream. I've got my in-laws here. There may be some yelling in the background that you might hear. I've closed the door to try and reduce the sound, and my wife might interrupt me periodically to do something. So if that happens, my apologies. We will get through it and try and see what Sunless Sea is like. Apparently you will die. Dying is part of the game, and you just got to restart and then enjoy it. Enjoy the death experience. So I don't really know what the story is. Oh crap, this is not a new game. This is the one that I was looking at. Look, see, I jumped in for a quick go, and I'm at Cudgel's Bluff. Anyone that knows the game is going to be like, you liar! That's not a quick go, you've been playing it for ages! Not really, I just went straight down the south. Where I shouldn't have been, I was not prepared to be there. Right, so, the game is about the world has collapsed or something into has sunken in the earth, and is now underground, and Fallen London is where we're starting from. And apparently there's like a big cave. We're in a big cave with a rock roof or something, and you can see false stars up there, and it's just all mostly water. That's from my understanding of what I've figured out so far. So you can choose a past or just not choose a past. Dude, that was a bang on the door. That's going to scare me if it's at a suspenseful minute and they do that. Yeah, so you can do the Reads in Shadows or choose the past. I did Reads in Shadows before, but apparently you should choose a past as a beginner. You now lodge in a room above the blind helmsman. Who were you? And there's a lot of text in this game, so I'm going to be doing a lot of reading. Yeah, if that's not your thing, then sorry. Who were you? Now you are a captain. You belong to the undersea, but who were you before? An ordained priest, a natural philosopher, veteran of the campaign of 68, a poet, or a street urchin? And I'm probably going to pick street urchin. Apparently that's what beginners should do. And your urchin gang cast you out when you were too tall. You took to the sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. That last big score was enough to buy a ship. This will give you a bonus to Veils, the skill of subtlety and evasion. Apparently the bonus to Veils is good for a beginner. Low cunning on the high seas. Your friend, another Longshanks known as knows a little of gunnery, only a little, but she can help. Talk to her and find out why she went to sea. You were a street urchin, now you're a Z captain. Your stranger quality is gone. Welcome to the world. You got an echo, which is the currency. We got a Longshanks gunner. We got 25 Veils, and someone's looking for passage. So that's our crew there. Longshanks gunner. And we also have a comatose ferret. Oh, if you don't choose a background, you don't get anyone, you just get the ferret. And that's probably why you shouldn't do that as a beginner. Your father's bones. Your father was lost at sea. You never knew him, but you often dreamed of him. Fulfillment. Gather 100 tales, learn all of the sea, write a masterpiece. Oh, this is what what you want to do. Find your father. Gather a lot of tales. You know how to explore. Now you want a mansion, servants, fine clothes, and a family? Nah. And nah. Let's do fulfillment. Whenever you return to Fallen London, you have the option of retiring, but you'll need to write your masterwork first. An occurrence. Your objective, ambition, quality is now become London's most venerated explorer. That's not going to happen. Captain, Captain! An irregularity with the Harbour Master's office. They wish to know what term of address do you prefer ashore? Madam, my lord, my lady, Captain. Of course, Captain. Captain will do perfectly well ashore as well as at sea. Or I could be Sir. I'm just going to do Captain. Captain it is. Last piece of advice. Explore, take chances. This captain will probably die. The Z is hungry, but each captain passes on lessons to the next. Your address quality is now Captain. Who are you? Oh, now we got to pick a name. Subscribe to Blackman Family Gaming. Wow, it fits. And a diver. Oh, this one, Captain Medusa. Acceptamundo. All right. Another tip that I've been given for playing this game as a newbie is sell your book. So you get this advice for captain's book, which I've read all of it. It's all just the tutorial. You can read it at your leisure if you want the game, if you get the game. I am going to go to London. And how the hell do you sell the book? You can put the ship in dry dock to repair it. You can, we're going to take a tomb colonist. So an emigrant will offer passage to a tomb colonist. An emigrant will pay you to be taken north to Venderbite. Venderbite, yep. It's oddly difficult to die in fallen London, but when a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to live, they wrap themselves in bandages and take a ship for the tomb colonies. Your crew cart these ones aboard in padded coffins. They'll sleep there until the journey is done. What the hell? They sleep in coffins? I don't get it. The tomb colonist is in your hold. Take them north to the colony of Venderbite and sell them there. You now have one tomb colonist. Okay. Adopt a Blemigan Gallivanter. A Blemigan sits atop the splintered crate, clicking and whistling as the captain comes near. I don't know what a Blemigan Gallivanter is. You extend your hand and the Blemigan leaps on. Its tendrils entwine with your fingers and it chitters quietly. It meets your gaze and bobs its dome in greeting. It's very small. And is it old enough for naval service? You're pretty sure its mustache has been drawn in pen in an attempt to look older. As you approach your ship's gangplank, the creature flits and vibrates with apparent happiness. The bosun winces as you bring it aboard. I don't know what a Blemigan Gallivanter is, but I might regret that. Your lodgings. Someone in the docks wants to board your ship. Agree to carry the anxious university student to Hunter's Keep. He has no money, so the other captains have no interest, but he's a passionate youth and promises that his studies on lawn flukes will be rewarding enough. Okay, sure, let's try it. He jumps for joy as you agree to take him aboard. Oh, hello, Seraph Plaids. What? Victorian era nowhere-esque horror? Ain't no way. Yeah, apparently it's not like jump scary, but it's very disturbing, the story that goes on and the implications that it has. Apparently it's all Lovecraftian, which apparently means that it is just the thought of what could be happening, what's happening in the background that they never actually tell you. But there is a few monsters that can scare you too, but not fully jump scary, like, I don't know, Resident Evil or something like that. Thank you, please take me to Hunter's Keep right away. A lawn fluke, a full dead lawn fluke, washed ashore. I'm doing my thesis on them. Do you know they can digest human memory? And I may never have a better chance to study one up close. Okay. And now I want to shops. Here you can buy fuel, supplies, ship equipment, and trade goods. Shops are displayed on the left. Click on one to see its wares. So here we go. We can sell advice for captains for 50 echoes. This looks suspiciously like euros. Seraph Blade says the sinister and much better kind of horror. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to handle it, but so far I can do. Now, supplies, foxfire candles. What are these? cask of mushroom wine. I want to buy as much of that as I can, apparently. What is that? All my money? Oh, schnitzel. So now we've got all this stuff in our hold. There's our tomb colonist in his coffin. Why is he in a coffin? We don't know. And that's all we can do at this port. Echoes. London's currency is in the echo. Is the echo, sorry. To earn money, explore the map and bring back port reports and treasures. You can trade too, but exploration and stories are much more profitable. Okay. Oh, whoops, I was supposed to buy it from Wolf Stack Exchange. Is that where I bought it from? Yeah. That's where I got it from, okay. Then to bite. Alright, let's push off. Yep, that's where we're going. So, sailing, if you hug the... From what I've gathered, this isn't from reading up or anything, but from what I've gathered in playing... Uh-oh, my daughter is calling my name. From playing the game, if you stay near the coast, you stay in the light. Every time you leave the light, so there's these little light circles around, that...
Dad?
Hang on.
Can I do this puzzle with you?
Yeah, you can. Alright. Apparently Jet's going to do a puzzle with me while I'm here. Yeah, so if you stay in the light, you don't get terror. But the more you go in the dark, which was another tip, they said turn your lights off to save power. But it makes your terror go up much faster. Then the more you stay in the dark, the more your terror goes up. So when your green lights are on like that, that means terror is rising. Although we're still on terror 0. But these little dots are going up. Did we get any terror points? No, but it still goes up, right? I didn't notice that before. But there's a little ring around the skull that is filling up. Must give you 1 terror when it's full. And if you get to 100 terror, you're not meant to get to 100 terror, that's all it says. Don't get to 100. We'll just check out this puzzle here, Jet, which you have to find all the ones with the flat edge, Jet. See this? And that means they're all on the edge of the puzzle. So you put all the ones with the flat edges together like this in a pile, and then you try and connect them together once you've got them all. So just find all the ones with the flat edge like that. Doing a puzzle and playing a game and doing a stream all at the same time. Alright, Hunter's Keep. A hump of dark rock swathed in mist like 100 other Untersee islands.
Daddy, I cannot do this by myself.
Yeah, I'm here to help you.
But Daddy...
We're doing a stream and a puzzle at the same time. I should get a camera so that Jet can do the puzzle live. But I don't have one. So you got to get all the ones with the flat edge. Have you found all the ones with the flat edge yet? There's one with a rainbow. Can you find any more rainbow? Do these fit together? But here's a grand house. Windows aglow. Lawns impossibly green and lush in the false starlight. Raked gravel paths.
I don't.
Okay, the other side. You've got to go in the same direction. The frustrations of being 3 years old. See, look, Jet.
Found one with a flat edge.
Oh, good. Put them. No, that's not it. That's got no flat edge. Where's the flat edge? There's a hole there and a bump there that's not flat. You need ones with one edge that looks like this. And this. And this. See how it's got one flat edge? Anyone got any tips on how to do a puzzle? Grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the false starlight, raked gravel paths. You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides.
Daddy.
An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Inspect the lawn fluke with the anxious university student. It lies on the shore just beyond a hill. You can just make out the fluke spikes over the grass. Yes. No, they don't necessarily go together, Jet. You just have to get all the pieces with the flat edge, so that you can see if they actually do it after you've got them all. Because all the flat edges will make the border, and then you work inwards from the outside. That's how I do puzzles. The anxious student rushes by you, whooping, "Woo!" But he stops on the hilltop. On the shore, standing before the mass of dead needles, is a drownie in the Nuncian postal uniform.
I got two
He glowers up at
edges
you.
on
You have to put them... Yeah, that's a corner. So when it's got two flat edges, that means it goes in the corner. And there's four corners. So see, if you look at the picture here, this piece probably goes in the top right corner. It's the same colour as that. He glowers up at you. "This is not where the fluke belongs," the drownie cries in a plummy voice. "It's to be taken elsewhere. It already has a delivery label. That means I have to deliver it." The student sneers. "Sod your label, Captain. Sod your label. Captain, help me haul the beast to Station 3. My advisor at the college has arranged room there for its dissection and study. My work will benefit us all. Who will the corpse go to? Hang on, Jet. Transport the lawn fluke to Station 3. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, the student says. Or, transport the lawn fluke to Nuncio. It is labelled after all. We're going to help the student. Hold on a sec. Yes. Have you found all the pieces with a flat edge?
I want to do all the ones with the flat edges, two of the flat edges.
See, look. You've got one there that's the same colour as that. And one here that's the bottom half of this girl's face. There's another one, and another one. And there's another corner, so that goes in the corner somewhere. You can see it on your picture. Loaded with extreme caution, the lawn fluke is tied, by very reluctant sailors, to drag behind your stern. On your deck, the anxious student twitches with delight. I can't believe what we have. His hands tighten on the railing. The drowny postman stares up at you both. It's natural for corpses to grimace, but when the corpse is still alive and is actively upset at you, it's additionally distressing. Bound for Station 3. Alright, what else can we do at Hunter's Keep? Walking in the gardens. Take a couple of burly sailors with you just in case, but the gardens are tranquil as moonlight. The lawns are neatly trimmed, the night flowers of the neath bloom here in profusion. You watch the hedgerows, but nothing comes to menace you. You can savour the peace. There is a pointed cough. Close the door, please. From the shadow of a potting shed. An angular woman in a maid's uniform, her eyes are peculiar sulphurous yellow, advances,
Daddy,
frowning.
I
She
took
indicates
the
the
top.
house, turns
I took the
on
top.
her heel, that was naughty, and leaves. Oops, she's not very happy that we're here. Whoopsie! Have you found all the pieces with the flat edge?
No.
Well, I can't really. Look, here's some more curly hair for this girl. Does that fit anywhere? Let's reconnoiter the island first. Plunging cliffs, soft green lawns are well tucked away in a fold of the grounds. A well tucked away in a fold of the grounds. That
This is
sentence
not
is
the
weird.
one that hit girl.
Yeah, that's her hair. Look, everyone. See this one? She's got red curly hair. And then this girl here. Does that go together? I don't know if you can see it, but I think that goes together like that, doesn't it? Can you turn the... Oh, it's not! Jet is correct, everyone. I stand corrected. Jet said this does not go with that girl, and it's not. The hair color is different. Well done, Jet. You're right.
Because it looked a little bit darker.
Yeah. Can you turn the light on, please? Knock and enter. A maid with smouldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlour where 3 young women wait. A visitor! The youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? You are acquainted with the sisters of Hunter's Keep. The waves are cluttered with Z-rack, like drowning hair drifting. I don't know what that means. Okay, so now we have to choose who we're having lunch with. Luncheon with the sisters. Cynthia. Cynthia is the eldest, melancholy, pensive, occasionally dramatic. I chose the fun one before, when I was just having a test of the game. Sunny, restless, prone to giggles. That's the one that I had before. She didn't give me much. So I'm going to try the older one who is melancholy, pensive, and occasionally dramatic. I didn't choose her the first time because that's what I'm like, and I don't want to really do that. Oh, I wanted something different. But this time we're going with with the same as me. Hold on a sec. Someone's knocking at the door. Welcome. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Lucky we're not playing a scary game that we're meant to be silent and suspenseful in. That's where the light switch is.
Where?
On the wall, where every other light switch in the house is. Alright, everyone's probably read it without me, but here I am. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of a murder. An axe, a net, blood on scented water. Don't let Jed hear me saying this. Another chop. Another chop? Nice pun there, Cynthia. Oh, can you turn the volume down, please? Another chop, Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here, I'll have the maid wrap something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. You now have one... What is this? Terror. You now have one. Wary X terror. The fear of the wide black Z and the things beyond. Can you turn that down a bit, please? Wait. Turn the volume down a bit.
It is already.
A bit more. So that you can hear it, but the people on the stream can't hear it. Can you hear it now?
No.
Turn it up 1. Oh, that's heaps loud. You can hear that. Okay. So we got one terror. We got one tale of terror. Recall it, then light a candle. Light another. Seraph Blade's storytelling ASMR. Yeah, when it gets to the violent bits, that's what I'm gonna do. And then that's all for now. You'll find a story when you next make port. We gained 1 supplies. Thanks, Cynthia. I think that's why we do it as a beginner. We've lost 8 hunger because we had dinner. And iron remains unchanged at 25. You now have the Gods of the Z Salt's attention. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. Anything else to do here? The parlor is empty. Reconnoiter. Did I do this already? I did that already, didn't I? Reconnoiter? I think I did that already. Yeah, because the old lady didn't like me. No, that was the gardens. I think I did that already. If I didn't, whoopsie. Turn the light off, save power. Now we're going to head to wherever that dude wanted to go. Where did he want to go? So if you open the journal, it pauses the game. We want to take the dude to the town where everyone who's living too long goes. Take the colonists to Venderblight. I'm in the dark. My terror. See, look at my... Oh, why is it red now? You are far from light or hope. Terror is increasing rapidly. Oh, that's why it's red, because it's going rapidly. Now, I don't know whether I should go super fast or normal speed. But there's mist here. This mist here wasn't here before. Does that make my terror go up even faster? Discovered prick finger wastes. We can also use this thing called a Z-bat. It'll fly off and tell us if there's anything nearby. Dust echoes, even a sepia into the air. Dust echoes, even a sepia tint to the air. These are... Oh my goodness. These are the waters around the tomb colonies. There are no islands within the Z-bat's range, so the Z-bat didn't find anything. A Zayla is praying. Discovered Davies Bay. We've entered a fog bank. Our gunners struggle to see our foe. Yeah, that's what the fog does. You can't see any enemies. But you know what? I could put in some jump scares from the bits menu, so people can give me a scare for this game. Discovered Carissa's Point. How's my terror? My terror is at 9. Holy crap, that puts your terror up fast. Gotta be very careful. Oh, here's some light. You are being watched. Fed the crew. Discovered Hornman's Stag. Oh, there's a crab over there. That is a big crab. Is it going to come this way? I'm trying to stay in the light for as long as possible. The terror is less here. Yeah, because I'm in the light. Now it's not. The Z is wide and dark. Terror is increasing. Now you are far from light or hope. Terror is increasing rapidly. Oh, right. So when you're near the shore, it's just the middle one. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, we made it. We made it to... What was this place called? You've brought this decaying emigrant north. Now what? Your tomb colonist passenger yanks off her bandages. She looks remarkably healthy for a tomb colonist. I'm not as dead as I look, she confesses, and I won't get ashore without your help. Yes, the constables are looking for me back home. Is that a problem? Not a problem. I want money. Muffled oars. You slip your furtive passenger past the skin check post and the confirmation of consolation. Thanks, Captain, she remarks casually. Let me teach you a couple of tricks, just in case you do this again. And here's a little hush money. Hush money. You've brought a criminal to Venderblight, and assisted her. You've gained 1 veil. You gained 200 echoes. Nice. You now have 1 menace. Whoops. Oh, you rapscallion. This will increase as you conduct criminal activities and have contact with rough sorts. The higher your suspicion, the more fiercely the excise will search your ship. You've lost 1 tomb colonist. Okie dokie. Now we're in Tombblight. Tomb colony of Venderblight. On deck, you can hear the sound that a thousand bandaged dead make as they shuffle and cough. It's something like the world's most restless concert audience and the world's most plague-ridden cathedral. Or the world's most plague-ridden cathedral. A dusty glass of wine we can't do, it's locked. Explore Venderblight. Here, they favour candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they laugh or cough. 1 building in 3 seems abandoned. Here they favour... Okay. A raggedy fellow. Captain, I'm a good seaman. I'm yours if you'll have me. Will you have me? I'm hungry. I'll work hard. I'm hungry. I'll work hard. Weird sentences. He seems likely enough, if a little ragged and sorrowful. Take him with you. You could use the extra hand. Leave him here. Strangers are too chancy. You've heard stories about things in the shape of sailors. Or you just don't like his face. Oh dear. Pay his passage. No. Okay, let's take an extra hand. What's the worst that could happen by taking some random from a place where people go to die? You won't be sorry. I'll work double watches. Ask anyone. They'll tell you I have a good name. Yes, yes. Eventually you get him to stop talking. His enthusiasm is promising if a little pitiable. Welcome aboard, stranger. Uh-oh. You've gained one crew, and that is all. A skilled crewman. This is the sailor who came begging you for a berth. He's done good work, this one, but he's keeping a little shrine to the salt, the nameless god of the horizon, at the back of the hold. Permit it. Out here, a captain needs all the help he can get, even from sad, strange gods of farewells. Or forbid it. You'll have none of this nonsense aboard your ship. If the salt even exists, its attention is dangerous. Which one should we do, guys? Should we allow the sailor to have his shrine? Or should we forbid him from having a shrine because it's dangerous? It's like a choose-your-own-adventure story. See, what I could do is a poll. New poll. Should we permit a shrine to the salt? And then I'll say, is it permit it or forbid it? You have 1 minute to answer. Oh, we've got 3 viewers. I think Seraph Blades is saying permit it. We can just enjoy the sounds of the waves lapping against the ship. I actually didn't talk to Longshanks. I can't do it while I'm trying to make a decision. Well, I think it's just me and Seraph Blades now. I think the other person left. The other person left without voting. Almost time up. The time is almost up, guys. Should we permit or forbid? 100% win rate for permit it. Thank you very much for everyone who voted. And we're going to click permit it. You let him keep his salt circle and his chalked arrow. That night, as you stand on the foredeck, a soft breeze comes out of the east, the salt's direction, and tussles your hair. Passes. What? A soft breeze comes out of the east and tussles your hair. Passes. That sentence is ridiculous. A soft breeze comes out of the east, the salt's direction, tossles your hair, passes. Okay, I just didn't read it very clearly. You now have the gods of the sea salt's attention. A certain matter has become clear. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound fun. So now we can... Did we do the explore? Gather gossip. Who's plotting what out in the tomb colonies? Along the coast of the Untersee, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in the bandaged peace. But they don't give up their ties to home or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep your contacts in London interested. Oh, that's what I want, the port report. Okay, then we can visit the first curator. Z captains, the first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies, and it has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonists. But even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. Its time is close. No more light, the Obsequious, steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths, because they wear bandages. He opens the door and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter bees buzz in a latticed ivory tube. There is no other sort of source of light. Sorry, I don't know if my mouse pointer is annoying you while I'm pointing at the words. I'm too used to teaching my kids how to read by pointing at words. Although I always do that. So I think that's from when I was learning to read. You have to point at the words. A bandaged shape no larger than a child lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Listen to a whispered request. Ask about the Grand Sanatorium. Accept the commission. "The Captain, Silkskin, not much left of me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium." Actually, his voice is not much louder than bees, so I should be going, "Bring me colours. 7 colours. Pay well." 7 colours? Cosmogon, Irigo, Peligin. Steward has list. Find them here and there across the wide black sea. If you haven't figured it out by now, they say Z instead of C. No idea why. Has it got to do with zombies? Ask about the Grand Sanatorium. One hears the name whispered here and there in the arcades of Venderbite. A long, low chuckle. "Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know." The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below. Not unless we go to Z. We needed something else. Somewhere to end. I don't get it. Accept the commission. Thank you. This poor flesh thirsts for colours. No more words. It collapses, rustling, back onto the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the obsequious steward nods. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Am I saying it right? The book? Yes, the book. He hands you a slim illustrated volume. The curator is old as dust. We will all be grateful if you do it this one last favour. Do it. You now have one the Neathbow. You now have one of a page from the Neathbow Apokion, the Neathbow Cosmogon, the Neathbow Gant, Irigo, Peligan, Violant, and Vurik. Oh, there's a yelling coming from the door. Jet, Mama's talking to you. Go, check what Mama wants. You can come back and watch this in a minute. Quick. "20 minutes left on stream."
They're going.
What?
They're going. You wanna come with me to the shops later?
Hold on a sec. Guys, I'll be back in a sec. Alright guys, I think this is going to end our foray into Sunless Sea here. Thank you very much for watching. I have to go help my wife get my daughter ready. They're going to go out to the shops. So once they've left, I'll probably come back and do another stream of a different game. Maybe we should do the mouse fighting game. But thank you very much, Seraph Blades, for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you along for the scary ride, which didn't get too scary yet. But next time we play, it probably will get more scary. Thank you, and catch you in the next one. Bye for now.